Hey there guys, it's Liferake. Welcome back to my walkthrough, Let's Play of Etrian Odyssey 3. In the previous part I did an FOE rush, and what the FOE rush told me, and I'll tell you as I go down the floors, is that the FOE rush told me that I was nowhere near ready to start fighting Narmer. And when my power went out during my first session, I really realized that. I'll put up a small clip of how my ass was starting to get kicked by Narmer during the middle of this jump cut. But that's essentially all you need to know about that. And so what I did is I grinded everyone up to level 17, and I did that by grinding against the FOEs. Now to help get the FOEs to respawn faster, you can go fishing. Just go to the Inver port, put on lime fruits, and just go around catching the nearest fish to on-road you can. Waste all the turns possible. And that will help you waste a few days to help the FOEs respawn again. So, pro tip. Now, I'm going to jump cut to the 4th floor camp spot, and I'm going to see you guys there. Enjoy the nice I'm getting killed clip. Right here we are at yonder camp spot on the 4th floor. Let's discuss what I've done with my team before we start fighting the first Stratum boss. I have done the following. Shield Mastery is now level 2, Parry's level 5, Magic Parry's level 5, these are both max now. Line Guard's still level 2, Provoke's still the same. Essentially all I did was finish leveling up Magic Parry and get some more Shield Mastery. We're gonna start going for Anti-Cold next. Gandra, I got Royal Veil to 8 because it wasn't really healing enough at 5. Triumphant Cry's the same, Monarch March is the same, and I have all the arms now. What I was intentionally going to do with Kiara was to go straight for Resurrect, but during the FOE rush I noticed that the main problem is that I could not heal multiple people at the same time, which would have really helped during said FOE rush, and would have prevented a lot of deaths in the Narmer fight of my first try before the power went out. So instead I started detouring, got healing to level 4 to get mine healed to level 1. Now, and I have gotten Singularity maxed. Etheric Charge is at 3. Didn't want to level it up because it would boost the TP, cost a little too much, and Singularity was almost done anyway. And everything else is pretty much the same. Also, Vincent has Slap Awake to revive people after death. Say a person dies in battle, and after that battle he's still dead, I can just use Vincent to slap him awake, aka revive him, rather than having to waste more TP on my healer. Since Vincent doesn't really use much of his TP yet, this is really helpful. Now, let's move on towards the first boss. Let's go this way, and we've already been here. You may have remembered us talking to Agata and... what's her face? What is her face? Pardon me, I'm going to look up her name, because I've clearly forgotten what her name was. This is why I write stuff down. Pardon me. Hypatia. Yeah, her. You know. What's her face? Hypatia. Okay, I'm gonna cut out this fight. I'll be with you in a bit. And we return. Upon reaching the boss door, you will be reintroduced by Agata and Hypatia. And they'll give you some boss tips, which I will give you instead, so I'm just gonna mash the A button. So, now we're going to map this floor. The floor is kind of symmetrical, so it's a little easier to map than most floors, most Stratum boss floors. So it's just kind of like an hourglass figure that does something like this. It's pretty much... and the exit door is directly opposite from you. You're not allowed, of course you're not allowed to leave until you actually beat Narmer. And the floor is kind of mapped throughout like the same. And you'll notice this, is that it's symmetrical on both sides, as I've already said. So we can see the mud tiles here, here, and here, and we can see it's also the same on the other side. We can see there's a shortcut at the very end of both of these. It would be helpful if I scrolled this over one. There's going to be a shortcut in the middle of the hourglass figure, as well as on the other end of the hourglass figure. I'm going to call it an hourglass figure because that's what it looks like. And... don't exactly remember all the mud placement, but before you even touch the boss, you notice he's going to start running away from you. Well, We're getting more on that later. First, go over here. And voila! Dead end. No, that's not what we're here for. We're here for the treasure chest up here. In case you didn't actually kill 10 gajillion fish during the fish contest to get 5 Amritas, you can get another freebie right here. So, make sure you come and get it, especially if you're using somebody TP oriented, or if you're like using a warrior with a gladiator with rush, or which is basically a multi-hit attack. Then this will be helpful because multi-hit attacks are amazing against this first boss, especially during one tactic where you're gonna want to hit him as fast as you can, otherwise he's gonna kill you, quite literally. Okay, more mud. It's kind of shaped like this. Yes. Now I'm gonna approach this corner. Well, of course he's already in the other corner. So what am I saying? I'm gonna approach this corner and then go fight him. But wait a second, that's in the wrong spot. So are you. Crisis averted. Map crisis averted. Wow. Could I really come up with anything better than that? Not really, because once we get into the boss fight, you're going to notice that I'm going to fall quiet extremely fast. It's because there's not much to talk about during the boss fight. It's just tactics on how to get to him, and then fighting him is just kind of normal. Gasp! Normal. Yeah, you just keep going that way. I'm going to force him to the other corner, and we're going to run into him soon. Put that there. That's the final mud spot. I stand corrected. That's the final mud spot. Now we're going to map this little outside area. Right here. Very basic. Long corridor one way, long corridor the other way. They both go towards the same place. And you notice Narmer has moved, but now he's not moving because he can't see you. He doesn't know where you are. Even though you're clearly coming up right behind him. Then when you get in here, he still doesn't notice you. And then you rush straight into his backside, you get a preemptive strike. And amazing boss music to boot. Okay, now that you've heard a round of the music, I'm going to start talking again. The main strategy is just kind of a beat him up, and if he goes under after an Etheric charge, your Etheric charge is pretty much wasted anyway, so either just cast the next spell or just start regular attacking. When he's submerged and you don't have a multi-hit attack, you just have everyone use their basic attack on a different one and hope for the best. you will hit him 5/6 of the time, unless one of your characters is blind, like Andrew was. So, now that that little tidbit's out of the way, he has 3 attacks. He has Fin Smack, Mud Throw, and an Earthquake move. His main threat is his Earthquake move, which is pretty much will hit all your party really, really hard. And he only does it after either 3 turns of being submerged during his first half of HP, or only 2 during the last third. And once he's below third, he's going to do it after 1 turn of being submerged, so you have to hit him the first time. Just a little tidbit about that. So he's not a threat during his first round, but he does become quite a monster to beat later. Also, he's blinding my team and kicking my face in. He should be running away soon. Until then, we're going to line heal. And as I said before, during my previous fight with Narmer, I really wish I had line heal. Because line heal is amazing for this fight, because it helps get all my people back up to health. And because he hits the front row most often, it's extremely helpful. Cross slash, heck yeah. Attack. Gold star, and let's see if this will get him to go away. Should be running away soon. Yeah, there we go. After his first half of health, he runs away. Just as you thought the Narmer had escaped, more creatures suddenly appear about the chamber. It occurs to you that if you allow this beastly fish to flee, it may heal. You may pursue the wounded fish, or retreat to attend your own wounds. Basically, if you leave the 4th floor, his HP will reset, these bog lurkers will go away, and you'll have to fight them all over again. And believe me, you don't want that. You kind of want to beat this guy in one fell swoop. But in case you actually feel like you can't take him on, this is your time to turn back and go train some more. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Amrita my Zera up to a higher TP value, because we're going to need her in tip-top condition. And that's pretty much all we need to do this time. During my failed recording, I had to do like nectars to heal my revived people and all that. Now here are the bog lurkers. The bog lurkers kind of move in linear patterns left and right, and aren't that hard to avoid. But the first thing you're going to need to do is get an armor away from the upper right corner, because you cannot fight him while he's in the upper right corner. There's no way to reach him while he's in the upper right corner. So to get him out of the upper right corner, kind of approach him from the top left, and he'll start going that way. Then just kind of sneak up behind him, and he'll start running away towards the other corners. Let's see which way he's going. Here I'm going to force him into the lower right corner, because I know I can reach him there. And go here. And we're going to do the same thing we did the other time. We're just going to sneak up behind him and get a preemptive strike. It's that simple. And we're on with him again. This time he's on his second portion of health. He's a little harder. He has the same attack, same tactics. He's just going to be hurting you a lot more. So be prepared. Charge tactic, attack order, attack. During the first 5 turns is ideally a good opening to crush him. So always take advantage of this opening, because for the first 5 turns he's guaranteed not to go underwater. At least for the most part, I've never really seen him go underwater in the first 5 turns. So that's when I like taking advantage of the fact that he doesn't go underwater in the first 5 turns. Do 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 do. Oh, damn it. Do 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 do. Do 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 Ow. Okay, that's enough humming. Let's try to finish him off. He's kind of been refusing to die as of right now. Come on. Oh, great, mud throw. Now everyone in the front row is blind. He only mud throws the front row from my experience. You know what? Yeah, charge tactic and attack order the back row. Maybe that will help. You just start Volt Starring, because he's going to go underwater any second and about this time during the fight. And he mud through again. That's great. 136. You cross slash and then you line guard. Attack and line heal. And keep Volt Starring and attack. 122, that's pretty nice damage. Just attack order and charge tactic, 122 is a pretty neat number. Kind of, oh, great, and Gandra's blind, this is gonna suck. Oh, and he's so low on health, too. Please don't make me lose on him when he's this low. Knowing this game, it will. And we completely missed him. And he decided to move instead of attack, which is extremely nice of him. Because that gives me another shot of trying to find out where on earth he is. Because we hit him just once, he gets out. There we go, there he is. Found him! Just gonna hit the auto button, and bam, he's dead. You get free Volt Whisker if you kill him with, I think if you kill him, or if poison kills him, you get his other item, but I don't remember exactly what was the other requirement. After a bit of, I might be thinking of the first Stratum boss of the first game, actually. After a bit of struggle, you at last claim victory over Narmer. As you let the victory soothe your aching muscles, that Battalion Mutsumi Guild comes in. You're amazing, each and every one. I can't believe you bested Narmer. Girl surprised gift shade. Wow, I am speaking badly today. The girl's surprised gaze shifts back and forth between you and the Doomfish's carcass. From behind the all-strike stargazer comes a boy's voice, speaking in long word number 3, unctuous tones. I'm gonna have to write that down, otherwise I'm not gonna memorize that word. Wow, seriously, game? You're gonna throw more words I don't know at me? I know I've played this game before, but I've always forgotten these long words. Unctuous. Thanks, now we can all go down to the second stratum. The fresh-faced ninja walks off. Come on, we gotta get back to starting tomorrow, we're gonna. And with that, the two go use an Etrian thread to go return to Armor Road. You're free to return to Earn as well to report your momentous achievement or remain here. And by remain here, I mean move on. Once you beat the first Stratum boss, you can go home, but I don't exactly recommend going straight home, especially if you're actually still kind of decent on health and TP. If you're kind of bad on TP, don't worry too much about it. Just kind of note to yourself that you're going to want to get this next part done as fast as possible and take the direct line. And here's what you can do. You can go down here and meet the second stratum, the Undersea Grotto. The Silent Unknown Abyss, the B5th floor. And we're going to quickly map this section off before and get some plot done before I end off this episode, since all we really did was fight Narmer, and of course that took like, what, 10 minutes? I don't know. Now, once you reach this intersection, you're going to be interrupted by good old Kajira. Woohoo, because we love getting interrupted by this guy, because he's nothing but a total jerk. You work your way through the new stratum and seems so reminiscent of the deep blue ocean's floor. As you look this way in wonderment, your gaze lightens on a figure before you. You're of the Zarian Guild, yes, so you've vested in armor. Your strength is considerable. But I suggest you cast aside any frivolous notions that you are strong enough for the Stratum. This is the undersea grotto. Somewhere here lies clues to the deep city that sunk long ago. None have found them yet. Worse, many more explorers have vanished here compared to the realm above. Understand the dangers you are here are far beyond anything you first in the first Stratum. He is not lying. Kajra then turns north and motions for you to look in that direction as well. I leave you with this last piece of advice. Do you see that pillar of light? Look in the direction Kajra indicates to see a pillar of light that rises into the heavens. This is the submagnetic pole, aka your best friend. It's working. Things are unknown, but it allows you to travel freely between the labyrinth and town, and lets you save your game. Perhaps it's some remnant of the Deep City's old technology. We have no way of knowing. What we may be sure of is that it is useful. Remember it during your travels in the Stratum. The young man then nods before taking his leave. If you want to resume your journey, but submagnetic pole may warrant a closer look. Now go directly to the pole. If you do exactly as I've just done, then you should not have run into any fights. You may become extremely unlucky and run into a fight, but you shouldn't run into a fight if you run straight for the pole. Now I'm going to go here, I'm going to save, because that was glorious, and this recording session actually didn't feel half bad. Maybe it's because I'm in a chippier mood now, and we're going to go back. Now go straight to the center of this, and we're going to report our awesomeness. Seems you returned. It's praiseworthy feat. I had thought you to be whelps, but you in truth seem rather skilled. Well then, Guild Zarian, I grant my permission to venture into the undersea grotto. Once part of the ocean, its halls are filled with air now and can be traversed. Oh yes, I almost forgot that in recognition of your service of beating armor, send this as a reward for you, 1500. I accidentally quickly skipped one of section of her text. It basically just mentioned that Hypatia and Agata can also go. Oh, it seems another guild assisted you. Oh, this is what you think. Murutsumi, yeah, I've authorized them to go ahead as well. If they haven't been here yet, you can call them themselves. Now let's go sell stuff. Then I'm going to save the game and heal everyone, and I'm going to be on my way. So, hey guys, this has been Liferake. Thanks for watching part 15, where we have finished the first Stratum, beaten armor, and just basically shared justice. I'm gonna go save the game, and by that I mean heal, and then go down to the dungeon and save the game. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. This is just Liferake leaving. So let's quickly go here, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye. Goodbye. Hello. Plato.